Hello, everybody. I believe that we are live. Yes, we are. Hello, everybody. My name is Harry Rice. I review games for the Montreal Canadiens. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. The Canadiens played tonight, and we also do play tomorrow. The Canadiens played tonight against the Philadelphia Flyers and kind of dominated them, despite what the final shots were. The Canadiens kind of dominated tonight. We played a great hockey game, and it was just really damn good. We're going to talk about it, obviously. Gabriel, how's it going, man? How is it going? Like winning, but at the same time, I don't. I get that, Gabriel. Believe you me, I understand that 100%. I get why you do not like winning. But at the same time, you do, obviously. Hey, Cameron, how's it going, my guy? Happy to hear that you are here. I'm assuming you guys can hear me. Just making sure, and yes, you guys can. All right. Boyer gang, hell yeah, man. When are you going to admit that we're winning the cup? Boyer, the Red Wings are not winning the cup because they will not win the cup with this current core. But thank you for coming by, Boyer. Appreciate it. All right, boys. So obviously, if you guys got any comments or questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'll answer them as the stream goes along. The opening lines for the Canadiens were Harvey, Pinard, Suzuki, Anderson, Hoffman, Durant, Ylonen, Pitlick, Dvorak, Dadonov, and Pezzetta, Tierney, Belzil. That's right. Chris Tierney was placed on waivers 2 days ago, and the Montreal Canadiens claimed him. I like it. I thought Tierney had a very good first game with the Canadiens. Good fourth line guy. According to the commentators, they said apparently he could also play third line. I can't see it once Monahan and Doc come back. If anything, I could see him sticking around in a fourth line role until guys like Slavkovsky come back. I was going to say Caulfield, but he's out for the rest of the year, unfortunately. But, until guys like Slavkovsky and we start getting more healthy overall, and Armia, guys like that, I could see him sticking in the lineup for a little bit, but thought he had a very good first game with the Canadiens. Spoiler, he scored. So he's point per game with the Canadiens. He's on pace for 82 points. You can't tell me otherwise. But yeah, I thought Chris Tierney again had a good game. Matheson, Barron, Harris, Kovacevic, and Shannon Savard were your defense pairings as well. I do want to note Chris Weidman was also put on the IR because with Tierney we would have been on over the we would have been so yeah. Sorry, boys, just a quick sip. Sorry, boys, are real. But yeah. Injury. Not a fan of that. Obviously, I really like Kirby Dach and how he's been playing for the Canadiens 2 weeks. By the way, day-to-day sounds starting to feel a little bit fishy with all of the Canadiens' injuries that are going on. I will try to feel just how many guys are getting injured and in frequency. It feels a little bit fishy. Like, I don't know, if it kind of feels like 2016 Leafs levels of fishy, but we're obviously not quite there because we're not trading out Sam Montembeault and Jake Allen because they're playing good, So yeah, we actually have smart GMs and head coaches. There's the Real Jets coming in. Hell yeah, Fazio, down 4-1 after the first period, and you're only down 5-1 beginning the third. It's progress. By the end of the third, you'll be down 7-1 probably somehow. Actually, you'll probably make it 7-3, 7-4, and then just crap out. Jake Allen would get the start between the pipes for Montreal. Sam Montembeault backs him up. He will be getting the start tomorrow. There's a slight chance I won't be live tomorrow night to recap the Senators game. My father has a job, and I might be going with him because we haven't heard him play in, I want to say, 4 or 5 months at this point. So I might go tomorrow. Still not sure. There's a chance I might go live tomorrow night about the Canadiens game for the Canadiens game recap. I might post a quick update on the Shorts tab. I don't know yet. There's a chance. If I do, I obviously will send the notification. I will do the stream on Sunday if I don't go live tomorrow. But again, not sure because I have to get home, watch the game, try not to get spoiled about the final score. And yeah, like I said, watch the game, take my notes, and blah, 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 whatever. There is a chance, though. There is a chance tomorrow. Actually, wait, no, I'm dumb. I more than likely would be able to do the stream tomorrow night because what we're doing is not a nighttime thing. It is an afternoon thing. If anything, I would be live instead of going live at 10 like usual. I believe I'd probably be going live around 11, 11:30. So yeah, there's a chance that the stream would get delayed, but not full on postponed more than likely. So yeah, might do it Sunday anyways if we get home late enough and the game's say in the second period and it's like, okay, we have to go back, but blah blah blah. Just do it Sunday. There's a chance we might even be home before the game starts. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah. Like I said, there's a chance. We'll see. Yeah. The opening lines for the Flyers tonight were Lawton, Cates, Allison, Van Riemsdyk, Frost, Tippett, Lysell, Hayes, and Farabee, and Delorier Brown were the forward core. Was the forward core for the Flyers tonight. Provorov was the forward core for the Flyers tonight. Provorov, Sanheim, York, Ristolainen, Sealer, D'Angelo, and Justin Braun were the defense pairings. They went with the 11 forward 7D tonight. We've done that a couple times this season to varying efforts. But the Flyers tonight, spoiler, would fucking suck. They genuinely, I hated the Flyers play tonight. Not that they were like gritty and all dirty. They did not show up to play for a good majority of this game. They were really bad. Carter Hart gets to start in Philadelphia, speaking of bad, and Samuel Ernson backs him up because why not? I'm assuming you guys can't see and hear me because it says the connection's unstable, but we do have 5 viewers. Sorry, boys. I just gotta check real quick. I just gotta make sure that you guys can. My stream is buffering, which is not good. There we go. So go live, for example. If I can go live. There we go. Yeah. You guys can see me. Yeah. So YouTube doesn't know what it's talking about. Sorry, boys. Before the game, Caden Gooley is skating again in a regular jersey. That's good to see. He's been out for, it feels like forever. He's been out, I think, 2 to 3 months now at this point. Hope he gets in the lineup again tomorrow. If he's not feeling 100%, that's fine by me, obviously. I'd rather wait until someone's 100% and take an extra week off over them coming back early and rushing and potentially re-aggravating that injury. I think a majority of us would, especially for a team that's rebuilding like Montreal. We can afford to rest guys an extra couple days to make sure they're fully healthy. But Caden Gooley is skating in a regular contact practice jersey. That's really cool. Hopefully he's in the lineup tomorrow. I would like to see him. I'd assume he probably won't be in the lineup if he wasn't in tonight. He might not be in tomorrow. But then again, the Flyers are known for a more rough style of play. Senators are not, so we might play him tomorrow. Maybe, might not, might. I am obviously not a coach for the Canadiens. I don't know what the plan is. Flyers get a few shots early in the game. Habs couldn't gather too much. Tierney has his first shift for the Canadiens. There wasn't much. Habs get their first shot, and shortly after, Hoffman gets on a break, just shoots wide. Aside from that, Hoffman actually had a really good game. I liked Hoffman's game tonight. He did get on the board with a couple of helpers. Really liked his game. He had a pretty good game. He's had a very solid run since the All-Star break. Him and Duran especially have been really, really solid. They've been really, really solid since the All-Star break. I've been really liking how they've been playing. Bobble League after this, Fajo, there's a chance we could do Bobble League maybe. Depends on what me and my best friend are doing because I know we're watching more Nathan for You tonight. We don't know exactly when we're doing it. We might do it after like midnight, after 1, might do something around there. Might do it right away. I doubt we will once I get off stream. But yeah, there's a possibility for some Bobble League after this. Hey, Randy, how's it going, my guy? Hey, Harry, big win. Absolutely, Randy. Like you said, 10 goals in 2 games. We are all of a sudden, by the way, 10 points out of a wild card spot. We have 3 or 4 games in hand on a decent chunk of teams in front of us. Washington's on a big losing streak. Florida's kind of iffy still. And I think it's the Islanders we still have games in hand. So we're probably not going to catch them. But there's a very, very slight we still have games in hand. So we're probably not going to catch them. But there's a very, very slight chance the Canadiens get a run together for it. Obviously, if it's between that and Connor Bedard, I would admittedly rather than Connor Bedard because we're more than likely going to sell in, I want to say it's 8 days now. I think this is the deadline. Correct me. Obviously, we're probably going to sell, so we're probably going to start sucking. But hey, anything's possible. Stranger things have happened in the NHL. Stranger things have happened in the NHL. Nice job on 800, Harry. 7th time we've hit 800 subscribers. Demons going for the Habs is nice. Yes, it is, Randy. Yes, it is. They showed a graphic in the 7 games since the All-Star break. Really, really solid since the All-Star break as well. He's had some really solid plays. He's been very smart. He's been very good overall. I've been really liking. Petrie fucking sucks. Jeff Petrie on the trade block for Pittsburgh. Mike Matheson. Apparently as well, Georgia Rock apparently had some rumors out there from a reliable source, quote unquote, that that we might, or that we're more than likely trading Matheson at the deadline or before. I can't see that, because why would we acquire Mike Matheson? And Rick from Talking Habs said this. He had a really solid note about this, and I figured I'd repeat it here for those of you who don't watch Talking Habs, which you really should, because he's a very intelligent, very smart Habs streamer. No, I'm not in cahoots with him to plug his stream, but he's really damn good, and I check him out as much as I can. But he mentioned that we acquired Ken Hughes and Jeff Gordon acquired Mike Matheson because they liked him. They wouldn't just straight up give up on him. Technically, they're giving up on him if they do deal him. They wouldn't just trade him out, because, all right, blow it up. They wanted Mike Matheson in Montreal, and plus we need veteran defensemen. We're trading Joel Edmondson more than likely. I can't see us trading David Savard at this point. He's been playing really solid. Even though that could probably fetch us a first-round pick, Edmondson is the expendable one, because Mike Matheson's been very good on that left side. Caden Gooley, when he comes back, is probably going to be there. That leaves Joel Edmondson as a third pair guy. When Jack comes back, he'll be taking that spot. Harrison Barron can both play on the right side if they need. We'd have too many defensemen already, so that just leaves Joel Edmondson, in my opinion, as the expendable one. And then maybe next year, David Savard. I couldn't see us trading David Savard. If anything, I could see us definitely re-signing him to probably a cheaper deal. But I could see us definitely re-signing David Savard, because I actually have liked how he's played. I thought last year was just a really poor year for everybody looking at it. He's had a few bad games here and there this season. But for the most part, he's been at least decent. But recently, especially, he's been really stepping up his game. I think they showed as well, has, I think, 2 goals. I think it was right after he scored tonight. Spoiler. Right after he scored, they showed a graphic, that same graphic of since 7 games. He's had 2 goals. So that's indicative not only of David Savard starting to score a little bit more. I think he's probably going to end the year with like 5, maybe 6 goals if we're lucky. Wanting 3 goals out of David Savard in the last 20 games of the year, that is, it's a little bit, it's a bit of a reach. It's a bit of a reach, admittedly. But I think he can do it. I have faith in David Savard. But it's also indicative of how well he is playing defensively. They haven't shown plus minus, but I'm sure he's like a +5, +6. I've really liked David Savard since the All-Star break. I was going to say since the deadline. Deadline already passed. We sold nobody. No, like I said, I'm pretty sure it's March 1st. Let me look it up just to be safe. NHL trade deadline 2023, March 1st. Sorry, it is March 3rd actually. March 3rd is the trade deadline. So sorry. Sorry about that, boys. It is March 3rd, not the 1st. Habs are leading the league for most man injured games for second year in a row. Keep in mind, though, Randy, that's also with Paul Byron and Carey Price on there. Carey Price's career, Carey Price is already going to add technically 82 games for the next 3 years for us. So But yeah, no, I'm sure even with you take out Price and Byron, we're still at least top 5, maybe top 3. I don't think we're first if you take off Byron and Price, but it's still insane. We are top 5 or top 3 in man games lost due to injuries for the second straight year. That's insane, because I'm pretty sure we were first last year. So that is definitely insane. But yeah, that sucks for sure. Sabres are currently in the playoffs. But yes, they are, Gabriel. I love that a lot. I genuinely want the Sabres to make the playoffs. If it's between the Islanders, Canadiens, and Sabres, somehow at the end of the season, somehow. Obviously, I want the Canadiens to make it. But if we're, say, still 10 points out or whatever, if we're 10 points out or whatever still by the end of the season, which we probably will be, but if somehow, we're 5 points out, obviously I want the Islanders and Sabres to make it because fucking Connor Bedard maybe. But yeah, no, I definitely want the Canadiens if they make a push to try and get in. But otherwise, it's Islanders and Sabres for me all the way. And hopefully the Sabres beat Boston because we get to laugh at Boston and we get to see Buffalo go on a run. That would be very fun. I did not mean to rhyme there, but I'm very dumb. Wait. All right. Habs are still out of the playoffs, therefore the smart thing to do. Exactly, Randy. Exactly. If we were only 3 points out right now, we'd probably be soft buying, third-round pick for this guy, maybe exchange cap guys, for example, something like that. But yeah, no, we're way out of the playoffs. Like I said, 10 points. The smart thing to do is definitely to sell. But I'm just saying, stranger things have happened in the NHL. The Buffalo Sabres bought Wayne Simmons at the 2019 deadline. That's all I'm going to say. The Sabres bought at the 2019 deadline. The Sabres were like 13 points out at the 2019 deadline. I'm just saying. Stranger things have happened. But yeah, no, I definitely would rather sell like Edmondson and I was going to say Allen, but no, not Allen this year. Maybe next year, but I like Allen as a backup, Montembeault, and him. He's helping Montembeault. Just, I don't know. You can maybe sell Allen. Maybe I'm kind of torn at this point. I probably wouldn't though. But yeah, what do you want the Habs to do at the deadline? Boyer, I do think sell. I think we have 3 games before the deadline. Let me look it up actually. We have a decent amount of games. Okay, yeah, sorry. So we play the Senators tomorrow. We play the Sharks on Tuesday. Oh, it'll be fun. We play the Sharks on Tuesday at 10:30. We play the Kings on the 2nd at 10:30. Oh, it'll be fun. We play the Sharks on Tuesday at 10:30. We play the Kings on the 2nd at 10:30. And then we play the Ducks. It's going to be fun. Yeah, I don't know. The Senators we should easily beat. I think the Sharks we should absolutely beat. There's no excuse for us to not beat them unless the refs fuck us or we just don't. We should come out to play very well. The Kings game, I completely get if we lose that game. We might keep it competitive, and I at least want to keep it competitive. But I completely get if we deadline. So say we somehow win 2 out of the 3 games, 6 points out. We're like tied at games in hand with like 3 of the 5 or 6 teams in front of us. I'd probably get why we'd want to sell, and I definitely would. But it would make things interesting. There we go. Yeah, it definitely would make things interesting. Lagging. No, it's not. Zariano, it's not lagging, my guy. Refresh your stream. No, it's not. Zariano, it's not lagging, my guy. Refresh your stream. Check your Wi-Fi connection. But yeah, it would make things interesting to see what happens if we somehow do win those two out of those 3. If we go 3 for 3, then at that point it's just fucking insanity at that point. But we're not going to win all 3 of those games. We should win 2 of the 3 though. But I would like the Canadiens to sell, get first round pick for Edmondson. Maybe Josh Anderson. I feel like you might be able to get more at the deadline than, for example, in the offseason, just because teams might be more willing to overpay instead of just a first and a prospect, say a first, a second, a prospect, and maybe 2 prospects, who knows. But I feel like the deadline is definitely the chance for Montreal to rob a bunch of teams like we did last year with Sherratt and not Lehkonen, because I think that deal is actually very, very fair for Montreal and Colorado. I think we both got what we wanted out of the trade. But, to make pretty good deals, Yeah, exactly, Randy. Yeah, Gallagher. I mean, to be fair, Gallagher's one of those where it's like, yeah, no, every year he's guaranteed like 30 games on the shelf at least, pretty much. Monahan, unfortunately, I think Jackie's only been out 4 games. So, like, yeah, it's weird. But, like Caulfield and Slavkovsky, those are great examples as well. Like, those guys being out definitely hurt the roster, just like with Monahan, Gooley, and Jacki. Gooley, Gallagher can be take him or leave him. But yeah, no, yeah, there's definitely been guys on the IR that it's been like, yeah, no, Montreal should not be winning with these guys out of the lineup, and somehow we are. But definitely insane that we have all these guys out for that long. Yeah. Again, how's it going, my guy? Sabres and Red Wings have the same amount of points currently with the same games played in like 4 less games than any other team. Yeah, Gabriel. Yeah, they do. They do, both of them. It's honestly, I want to find out, when do the Sabres and the Red Wings play each other? Sabres versus Red Wings. They play each other April 6th. That is like right at the end of that's right at the end of the season. If I can look up like NHL games tonight, I don't think that's the final game of the season. I don't think those are the final games of the season. But I'm looking right now. There is a chance that might determine who makes the playoffs. Oh, yeah, no, never mind. April 14th ends the season. Sabres are in Columbus, so Yeah, they play. When do they play again? I think I said the 8th. Is it the 8th they play? I can't. Holy shit! There's a ton of games on that day. Jesus. Um, Sorry, I'm trying to find where that game I said takes place. It's the 6th. Yeah, they're still like a week out. That game could end up being massive. That is. That's gonna be interesting. That's gonna be interesting. Hi Ellie, hi Boya. Again, Zarbiano, it's not lagging. It's you. Hey, Kat, how's it going? Thank you for coming by. Good morning, good evening, and good night. Thank you, Anzi. I appreciate it, my guy. I was gonna call you my guy. I saw Kat's comment and it got me confused. But thank you. Oh, performance. Oh, that's kind of a cool new tab. All right. Sorry, boys. I'm just disabling my extensions to try and get the connections unstable thing to go away. Let me close regular old Discord, actually. Let me do that. I was about to say let me close YouTube, but I don't think I should do that. I was about to say let me close YouTube, but I don't think I should do that. Yeah, Flyers then pushed after the Hoffman break, but the Habs go to the power play. It is Lysell for slashing. Habs first unit with great pressure. Everybody out there with a very solid chance. Hoffman especially gets a great one. Matheson got a pretty good chance. Suzuki did. Harvey Pinard did. Everybody got really good chances on that first unit. Second unit didn't really do that much. It was cleared much easier from them, unfortunately. We are 0 for 1 on the power play tonight. Flyers then got a couple near breaks. There's some good defensive hustle to break them up by the Canadiens. Tierney has a bit of a weak pass. I want to see a bit more spice out of him. Spoiler, we would later on. Canadiens then pushed. We really pressured, and we really pushed. There were not many shots on net at this point, but we were tuckering the Flyers out. We were setting up plays. We were playing great. Hoffman and Jerome are really setting up plays as well. And yeah, we were getting the Flyers tired. We then had more great push with 5 minutes left. Flyers weren't able to clear the puck for more than 10 seconds, it felt like. It was like they'd clear, set up, and immediately get back into the zone, try and set up. More pure pressure. It felt like 3 minutes straight afterwards, with about 2 minutes left. From 5 to 2 minutes left, 3 straight minutes of pressure. Habs are able to get some line changes in, not to get too tired out there. Great chances. Like I said, Hoffman and Jerome were setting up plays. And we'd score with 2:10 remaining in the first period. David Savard, off a wonky line change by the Flyers, gets his third of the year from Hoffman and Ylonen. Ylonen passes up to Hoffman. Hoffman in the zone, he's able to spot Savard, gets him on a breakaway, which I believe is one more breakaway than Shea Weber had as a Montreal Canadian. And he puts it home with a very nice wrister, third of the year for David Savard. 1-0 lead. Great breakdown to the Flyers, great breakaway, great shot. 1-0 Habs lead there. I'd be fine with losing Hoffman, and Dadnoff says Cat. Hoffman, I would be torn about if we trade him, depending on the return. If we get, say, anything more than a second, like a second or anything more, I'd be content with that. I like Hoffman. I think he's been playing great recently, and I think he just needed the right line mates, which I think he's been playing well. But you do want to get a bit younger on the team. You do want to start getting some of the younger kids more chances. So I wouldn't mind losing him. Dadnoff, I am more points this year. I thought he's had chances where he's gotten on. Tonight, it wasn't fully there for him. I get some of the plays he was trying to make, but he just couldn't really find many guys in front. Wasn't really liking a lot of the passes he was making tonight. So I get if we deal him. And apparently there is actual legitimate interest in Evgeny Dadonov for the deadline. So that'll be interesting to see. I'm assuming we'll probably retain 50%, maybe get another team in to retain additional 25%, technically 50% of that 50%. You guys get what I mean. Give them like a fifth or something like that, maybe like in Arizona, for example. Would not be surprised about that. Well, Kat, we didn't give him that contract. Obviously, we traded for him. But like, I don't have an issue with $5 million for a third liner because you needed to get to the cap floor anyways. I know we have like $3 million in cap space right now, and with all the trades and signings or whatever we made, we'd be over probably if it weren't for LTIR and stuff like that. But still, like I feel like it's whatever. $5 million is for a year. We took on that final year of Dadonov's contract, like we did with Monahan for $6 million for pretty much a third liner. When he comes in the lineup, just because Doc's been playing great, I could probably see us trying Monahan on the third line, which somehow means Dvorak's on the fourth line, and Evans might be a healthy scratch despite all 5 of those guys playing good. Of course, Suzuki on the top line, he's not moving from that top line unless we have Connor Bedard. But yeah, it's whatever. AW of the day. Got 5 hockey card packs from Dollarama. One card is Tim Horton himself. Hey, let's go. I've got like Aaron Ekblad. The other Tim Horton's Aaron Ekblad, and there is a Habs legend Greg Patterin. I'm not going to open these on stream because I open these daddy, and I'm not opening them on stream. I apologize. I love you guys, but yeah, you hear about Vegas? I want to make any trades. Cat, I think they're full of shit. I think not you, but you know what I mean. I think they are full of shit. Vegas, if they're coming out to say that, because look at what fucking Kyle Dubas said in Toronto. Oh, the Leafs are content. We believe we're gonna stand pat, and then boom, Ryan O'Reilly trade out of nowhere. Plus Vegas is probably one of the more scummier franchises in terms of not wanting to say won't do something and then doing that exact same thing. Marc-Andre Fleury. So yeah, I definitely think Vegas is going to make at least one trade. With Mark Stone being on LTIR, there's no way they don't try and utilize that cap space. Whether it's bringing in a rental, bringing in a couple rentals, maybe bringing in, say, Patrick Kane. I can absolutely see Vegas making at least 1 or 2 trades. I could definitely see that being the case. But yeah, Canadiens with the 1-0 lead. Who would have thought Chris Tierney would score in a Habs debut? I definitely didn't. I was expecting, okay, he'll probably, if anything, end up with an assist. I thought that at most. But yeah, and speaking of, we actually are going to get to that soon, Insgate. Jumping the gun a little bit. I like that, though. So yeah, it's a 1-0 Habs lead. Flyers tried to push, but they get nothing. Habs back the other way. Matheson gets called for a phantom offside. I thought it wasn't. Canadiens then got away with interference as Tippett tripped over himself twice. That was pretty funny. Twice in 20 seconds. Habs then set up behind the net. Harris with 10 seconds left. And we'd score. It's sent up. Belzile finds Pizzetta over Chris Tierney. He scores his first as a Montreal Canadien with 3.7 seconds left in the first period. A 2-0 lead. Great setup. Really solid opportunity there for Chris Tierney. Yeah, Jake Allen would be an awesome goalie for a good team. I'm keeping his rookie card. Toothpick, as you should. Toothpick. I think Jake Allen would be a great backup goaltender in a team like Tampa Bay or Colorado, who already obviously has their starter. I don't think Montreal's going to get rid of him this year, though. I think we want to keep him and help train Montembeault with Allen. He seems like a very solid mentor, very good locker room guy. And he's been very hot recently. He's been hot and cold at points. He's been pretty hot the last, I want to say, 5 starts he's got now. Last 5 starts as I'm pushing my imaginary glasses up. But yeah, no, yeah, I like Jake Allen, and I would keep his rookie card for sure. Just like how I'm not gonna pull it out because it's gonna take too long. I'm not trading that David Savard Young Guns. And if he wins his goddamn cup with the Canadiens in like 5 years when he's 38 years old and on our bottom pair or 7th D, I don't know. That card might go up in value $1. Might go from about $7 to $8 maybe. That dollar might be valuable in 7 years. Who knows? Tierney isn't a bad forward to have on your team. Exactly, yeah, Cat. Exactly. He's not top 6. If you need him to play third line minutes, he can. He's definitely more suited, in my opinion, as a 4th line guy, like he is in Montreal right now. Definitely not a bad depth guy to have. Sorry. The issue with him in Ottawa was always that he was given way more ice time than he should have had. He was always second line center. Back when they didn't have any depth. I mean, they still don't have much depth, but they're still a little bit better than Chris Tierney on their second line. But he was always getting more ice time than he should have been given. Yeah. So the shots are 14-6 for the Habs, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Canadiens after 20 minutes. Noel Katz gets on a 2-on-1. Good shot, but it's stopped by Allen early. Habs then push. Flyers, though, got some momentum. The fans are booing due to the lack of Flyer shots. It's 10:30, like you said. Hey, Chef Camaro, Sporty, let's go, my guy. Sporty, let's go. Yeah, funny enough, Zarbiano came in earlier. I don't know if he's still here. But Zarbian, if you're still here, if you can make yourself known in the chat, that'd be appreciated, my guy. Flyers then got some more momentum. There's a couple nice passes, but the shots were sailing wide for the Flyers. Allen does make a couple stops. Scott Lawton then with a big hit from behind by Alex Belzile. Lawton gets hit from behind, as to say. You love to see it. Wade Allison takes exception, punches Belzile from behind as he drops the gloves. Belzile does a couple seconds later. Belzile with a couple nice rights. Scores the takedown. That is 5 each for fighting. Speaking of Speaking of Tierney, we have so many former Panthers. Yeah, Dadonov, Hoffman, Matheson, Tierney, Montembeault, Weidman, and Heineman. We really love our Florida Panthers from like 2018. Tierney was only with them like for this year, I think, but like still, Dadonov, Hoffman, Matheson, I think was in that 2017 team. Weidman, I think, was with them in 2012. I want to say 2013. I think we really do. Yeah, Toothpick Tierney, former London Knight. Love the London Knights. Hell yeah. Happy for him as well, man. I like the London Knights. They got Logan Mayu, so obviously I like them. But yeah, no, I'm happy for Chris Tierney. I'm glad he's had a good start to his Canadiens career. We'll see if he's here past the deadline. Hopefully. Harry, I'm so tired, but this girl just asked me to slide. What should I do? Fucking slide, my guy. Get right in there. Slide easily. Go for it, my guy. Go for it. We should add Bennett to the list. I'd say JK, but yeah, honestly, I do like Sam Bennett. Fun fact, Heineman was also a part of the Sam Bennett trade, if I recall correctly. Enzia, I think the pick that became him was Sam Bennett. Let me look it up. Sam Bennett. So show trades. No, sorry. He was actually... Oh, wait, no. Wait. Calgary really got robbed there. While Calgary got robbed. They got robbed. That is really funny. For Mr. Tyler Toffoli. Abso-fucking-lutely. Boyer, I don't know. I don't know, Boyer. If you want to establish dominance, if you want to establish the dominance right away, Habs would actually go to the power play as a result of that fight. Wade Dallas is called for instigating, and we score. Nick Suzuki off a tip from Ivan Provorov, Matheson and Hoffman with the assist. Suzuki actually wanted to find Anderson, but Provorov said, nope, I want my fourth. Canadians, we are 1-5. Unfortunately for Provorov, that would not count as his fourth of the year. We have to wait a little bit later for that. Canadians force some turnovers. The Flyers are starting to get a little bit angry at themselves. Habs had some good chances. Anderson was driving to the front. I like to see that out of him. Love to see him getting his big-ass body in front of the net. Flyers starting to get something. They're really just looking for quick shots at this point. Weren't trying to get too much to the front. Yeah. If I'm trying to establish dominance, I would... Oh, hey, Boyer. Yeah, I mean, you could also do that. True. But, yeah. I didn't know this. Yeah, after 34 years, the Wayne Gretzky Oilers trade is over. Yes, it is, Kat. Yes, indeed. It unfortunately is finally over. Flyers, sorry. Yeah, spoke after the whistle, but I would just fall asleep on her. That might also establish dominance, Boyer. Suffocating her to death, that might be a way to establish dominance. It's not a lot of dominance because it's not alive for so long, but I mean, you get what I'm going at. You're picking up what I'm putting down. I'm so fucking... Boyer, I get that, my guy. I get that. It's 10:30. Just go to bed. Tell her, like, yo, we'll do this tomorrow if you want. I'm going to bed. I don't want to fall asleep literally on top of you. Just tell her that. Just tell her that. There's a poke. All right, I'm bringing it. Oh, Boyer, I did not say that. Boyer. But, I mean, if you want to. There's a poke after the whistle. We don't bite. Flyers then with an attempt to push, but the Habs with easy turnovers. There's some more chances. Flyers shots are going wide. Habs then pushed. Flyers fans were booing every time the Flyers touched the puck. I'll admit, while the Flyers fans are definitely some of the worst in the NHL, they're definitely entertaining. I will give them that. They are definitely entertaining. They were chanting for the Eagles late in the third as well. Entertaining. They were chanting for the Eagles late in the third as well. Okay, hey, Boyer, all right, thank you, man. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Enjoy your rest, my good sir. Cat, is Boyer losing his virginity tonight? Probably not. VC tonight, though, Boyer, if we play Bobble League, there will be. If we play Bobble League, there will be. There's not much to note for about 3 minutes. Flyers were trying. Flyers were not trying. They were just really bad. They did not know how to play hockey being down 3-0. They tried to push, generating something. There's a D'Angelo hit and a good shot for him. That actually was not a bad shift. Flyers tried to push, but Montreal get more shots the other way. Nothing in the late stages. So the shots are 20-16 for the Canadiens. It's a 3-0 lead after 40 minutes of play for the Canadiens as well. Despite the shots, the Flyers getting 10 in that period, they were really bad. Patrick Kane, no practice today. Traded coming. Ooh, okay. Do the Blackhawks play a late game tonight, or is that just like Blackhawks had an off day, so they were meant to practice? Oh wow, all the games for today are already done. Wow. The games for today are already done. All right, league update, because why not? Between the second and third period, Hurricanes beat the Senators 4-0. Obviously, you're watching this. Canadiens beat the Flyers 5-2. If you look at the title, you would know that. If you're blind, then how did you get here? Strange. The Sabres beat the Panthers 3-1. The Maple Leafs won 2-1 in overtime over the Minnesota Wild. Coming from a Leafs fan in my server, it was apparently a very boring game, which, depending on 2-1, it can either be a really entertaining goalie battle or a really bad defensive struggle. Kings beat the Islanders 3-2, and the Avalanche destroyed the Winnipeg Jizz 5-1. So yeah, that was sucked. Sorry, people talking about stuff like that only when they will, Hey, well, no, don't worry about it, Cat. Hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I got no problem with that. Arizona with Montreal and Chicago winning lately. Didn't expect for the Habs to win. Me neither, Randy, honestly. Me neither. I didn't expect that, but honestly, I am more than fine with that. Jan City, hell yeah, Randy. But yeah, I was not expecting Montreal to start winning at the same time as Arizona and Chicago. I'm more than fine with it because I love the Canadiens winning. And you establish that winning culture. You're going to start winning. Who would have thought? I just realized Tierney was part of the Carlson trade. Yes, he was, NZA. He was a part of the giant package Ottawa acquired with Tim Stützle and Josh Norris. And holy shit, I'm just realizing San Jose fleeced the shit out of the Ottawa Senators for Erik Karlsson. Wow, I'm just realizing that now. Jesus. Flyers score 9 seconds in. It's Owen Tippett. A shitty shot right from the blue line on Jake. 9 seconds in. It's Owen Tippett. A shitty shot right from the blue line on Jake Allen. He does not do anything. It is 3-1. That. Wow. Yeah, shot just beats Jake Allen, fools him. Flyers then pushed immediately after. They had some great chances. They played a great start to the third period. Owen Tippett was tuned in. He had 2 great chances. After he had scored. He genuinely could have made this game 3-3 by himself. He had great chances. Could have made it 3-3 at this point, I should say. The Nets then knocked off for about 20-30 seconds. Refs blow the play dead when the Flyers near a shot attempt. That's really funny. That is really funny. The Flyers fans booed because they thought a penalty was coming up. Then they realized it was because the net was knocked off. Apparently, the Flyers fans are blind as well. Hathaway doesn't even want to be in Boston. Oh, God, Cat. Low-key. Boston. I mean, hey. We'll saucy a 6th for Garnet Hathaway. I'm just saying. I like Garnet Hathaway. He's a good depth guy. I would not mind having him on a 4th line in Montreal. Boston, we'll do you a little favor. Might be able to re-sign him. Who knows? Maybe re-sign him to a 5-year deal, turn back. It would have been perfect for Stützle to be a Shark because Sharks dive and show to Stützle. Indeed, NZA. I mean, I think you're thinking of whales diving, but Sharks, sure thing, sure. Habs it off a turnover. There's a real nice play. They were starting to pass the puck off the boards. I like seeing how creative they were. I thought the Canadiens were actually starting to use the boards a lot more instead of just straight stick-to-stick passes. They were going off the boards. They were going around the boards. They were finding pucks a lot easier than in recent games. It really came to fruition tonight. I thought we had a really damn good game, and we scored. The push worked. Drouin with a pass down to Justin Barron, blasted home, and Jesse Ylonen gets a tip on it for a 4-1 lead. Habs restored the 3-goal lead just 6 minutes after Owen Tippett gets the game within 2 for the Flyers, who then try to push after the goal. Good back check, though, by the Canadiens to not let the Flyers get many chances. Tippett nearly squeezed one through. The Flyers were looking for a bit of looking for more loose puck scrambles or they knew that wasn't going to work. They had to try and go for the fluky kind of goal. Like I said, this little scramble right in front goals, try and pass the puck around and make Allen work. But the Habs playing very good defense. Oh, yeah, Hathaway could return to Calgary. I did like Garnet Hathaway. Ow, that hurt. I did like Garnet Hathaway in Calgary. I will admit that, NZ. I did very much like that. There's a 2-1 for the Canadiens. Pizzetta with a nice pass to Tierney, just not able to bury it. I thought Tierney's been pretty good tonight, actually. I mentioned that on the top of the show, but Tierney had a very solid first game, I think. Savard then with a nice play to keep the puck in at the blue line. I thought Savard had a really good game tonight as well. He played really good. Habs then tried to push. They wanted to extend the lead, and they would. We score about a minute after I put that. Josh Anderson from Raphael Harvey Pinard. He reportedly said, well, I guess I have to go from hating Boston to tolerating Boston. I mean, God, you know what? Hey, tolerating Boston is all they need out of him. because he's probably going to be a fourth line guy for them anyways. More than likely. Unless he starts giving the puck away to your opponents intentionally to score, you don't really got much of a problem. He'll probably grow to like Boston. Raphael Bernard right in front of Anderson. Nice little deke. Wristed on net. And Anderson, with his 17th goal of the year, makes it 5-1 Canadiens. Very smart play by both men to get it into the net. Really good read by both teams. If he hated Montreal, if he hated Boston, what team was he a fan of when he was young? Probably either Montreal or Toronto. Probably one of those two teams. I'd guess Toronto, because weirdly enough, a lot of people that like the Canadiens do play for the Canadiens. And we have not expressed interest in Garnet Hathaway, weirdly enough. So, yeah, I wouldn't say... I don't think Garnet Hathaway's a fan of the Canadiens, weirdly enough, then. Habs then pushed again. Flyers, again, had a good 6 minutes. That final minute of that Tony DeAngelo chance and the opening 5 minutes of this game, or the third period, sorry. Aside from that, it's been all Montreal. Montreal has really dominated a good portion of this game. Habs were looking good. They were not letting up at all. Then we hit the post. Pillik on a great deflection just off the post. Almost made it 6-1. That would have been pretty cool. Flyers fans, though, probably would have started throwing stuff on the ice again. Wary Weiss Wimweeg. Let's go, Darkness. Wary Weiss Wimweeg. Hell yeah, boys. Alex Tuck just recorded. Okay, wow. So boys, coming from Sporty or Chev Camaro from the chat, he posted this in my sim league, and I figured I'd tell you guys because this is really interesting. Alex Tuck had his 100th point as a Buffalo Sabre tonight, making him the fastest Sabre since Pat LaFontaine in the 92-93 season. He does it in 107 games. That is genuinely insane. That is genuinely insane. Wary IMO. Hey, let's go, Darkness. You're saying Wary Weiss Wimweek. If you want to win the Wimweek, wink and just wee on me on Discord. Just deal with me on Discord. I was trying to follow up with the W stuff, but I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. But yeah. Again, if I had the time. Yeah, no, Darkness, I get that, man. I get that. It's been a slow, genuinely funny enough. You could have joined for the last 3 weeks because we haven't done anything. I've been doing stuff in the game. I've been editing rosters, creating players. You genuinely could have in the last 3 weeks, and you would have been an active GM by doing nothing, pretty much. But yeah, no, I get that. If you have the time, but I get that, Darkness. I appreciate the thought, at least, of you wanting to join the Sim League if you had the time. I do appreciate that, though. I do appreciate that. Canadiens then had more pressure. There were not many shots. Just looking to kill off time. Flyers then back the other way. Score with 1:28 left. It's Ivan Provorov with his second of the game, but the first that will actually counted for. The first that will actually be credited for his fourth of the year. Very good passing play. It's 5-2. DeAngelo and Frost with the assists on that one. Provorov and DeAngelo just had a really nice passing play there. They're very, very solid there to make it 5-2. And that would do it. Montreal just kind of held on. There was not a scrum, no scrums afterwards, no big hits, no real big shots on net. That would do it. Sorry, boys, I just burped. Habs would hold on for a 5-2 victory for Les Canadiens, as I put in my notes. Final shots were 31-26 for the Habs, and a 5-2 victory once again. Darkness, you turned 19 under 3 weeks, and you know what? Happy early birthday. I know it's 3 weeks out, but just in case somehow you don't come by to the streams by then, even though I'm pretty sure you will, because you try your best to come by every stream. Who knows? Maybe you'll somehow forget. I don't know. But just in case, happy early birthday. So yeah, the Canadiens. Hey, I'm a girl here. Oh, sorry. Boyos and girlos, or boyos and boyettes, I guess. Why not boyos and boyettes? The boyettes. I like that. That's actually kind of funny. You actually streamed the day before. Hey, no way. Habs played the day early. Yeah, thank you, Enzi. Happy early birthday. Yeah, well, you know what, Darkness? Hopefully you come by that stream. You might have to remind me because I don't know the exact date. I don't think you've ever told us the exact day of your birthday. But if you come by during that stream and let me know it's your birthday the next day, tomorrow, from 3 weeks, whenever it is, then hell yeah. We will obviously wish you a happy birthday. I might sing. No guarantees. Maybe. Probably not. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So, guys, I'm going to get through the stats for the Canadiens and obviously work my way to the outro. If you guys got any comments or questions, any last minute ones, please, of course, feel free to Put them in the chat, and I'll answer them. March 12th, Habs play Jersey on the 11th. Thank you, Darkness. I appreciate it. All right, so the 12th is your birthday. I will try and mark that down. Actually, no, I don't want to mark it on the board because that might stay there and might not erase. But yeah, but thank you, Darkness. I do appreciate it. Actually, is my board's looking not bad, actually. That my board I might actually sing Gloria from. Oh God, yeah. Oh God, yeah. Actually, NZA, yeah, true. Gloria is copyrighted too. Happy Birthday is in the public domain. Sort of. Yeah. Maybe I'll sing Wonderwall. I'll sing Wonderwall and grab my guitar. It's a song I can actually play. I gotta find my capo though. I don't know where my fucking capo is. Nick Suzuki leads the Montreal Canadiens with 19 goals, 26 assists for 45 points. Cole Caulfield has the team lead in goals with 26. He also has 10 assists for 36 points. Kirby Dach, who's unfortunately hurt, 12 goals, 24 assists, 36 points. Also hurt is Cole Caulfield. I should mention that right now. Sorry, boys. I forgot to mark down a fight that someone had. Christian Dvorak and Mike Hoffman, each with 9 goals, 16 assists, 25 points. Josh Anderson, 17 goals, 6 assists, 23 points. Evgeny Dadonov, 4 goals, 14 assists, 18 points. I'm going to try to go to the Happy Birthday Darkness. Just hold up a sign, Happy Birthday Dark _ness. See if you make it on TV. I don't know. Dadonov, 4 goals, 14 assists for 18 points. Jonathan Drouin with 18 assists. He actually leads the NHL in most points without a goal this year. So getting to Dadonov, 4 goals, 14 assists for 18 points. Jonathan Drouin with 18 assists. He actually leads the NHL in most points without a goal this year. So Jordan Monahab with points, he's unfortunately hurt. Jordan Harris, Mike Matheson, and David Savard all have 3 goals, 12 assists, 15 points. You love to see it. Arbor Jacki, who's unfortunately hurt, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points for him. Raphael Harvey Pinard, 7 goals, 4 assists, 11 points. Yoel Armia with the exact opposite of 4 goals, 7 assists for 11 points. My break starts today. My birthday, so I'm going to try and head out to St. Louis. Hey, Darkness, hell yeah. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be awesome. It's not 50%. Sure, I'll go yet. Hey, well, you know what, NZ? If you do, try and bring Dust Happy Birthday sign, because that'd be funny. I might use that as a thumbnail if I can find you, if I can see you on stream. Jake Evans, who's unfortunately hurt, has 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points. Darysavkovsky, 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points. He's also hurt. Also injured is Brendan Gallagher, who has 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points, the same as Michael Pezzetta. I think that says all it needs to about Brendan Gallagher's season. Jonathan Kovacevic has 2 goals, 7 assists for 9 points. Justin Barron, 3 goals, 5 assists for 8 points. Rem Pitlick with 4 goals, 3 assists for 7 points. Jesse Ylonen with a goal, 6 assists for 7 points. Joel Edmondson and Alex Belzile each with a goal, 5 assists for 6 points. Chris Weidman, 4 assists. Anthony Richard, during his brief call-up, had a goal and an assist for 2 points. Chris Tierney with a goal for the Canadiens. I'm only tracking Canadian stats, by the way. So once guys like, say, Edmondson or whatever are traded, I have to mark them as like purple to indicate they're traded. Jake Allen and Corey Sheneman, both with an assist. Pezzetta the GOAT. I don't know about that, Darkness. I don't like Michael Pezzetta. I'll admit he's been playing okay recently, but I don't like him. Arbor Jacki has 9 fights. Michael Pezzetta, speaking of him, has 4. Caden Gooley and Jake Evans each with 2. Kirby Dach, Josh Anderson, Mike Matheson, Brendan Gallagher, Alex Belzile, Chris Weidman all have a single fight this season. Canadiens are a very rowdy team. I believe we have 20 fights this year. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. We have 23 fights this year. That's pretty goddamn good. That's about half a fight per game. That's a fight every other game. I'm probably going to be in the nosebleed section, sadly. Plus, I don't like carrying stuff. Oh, yeah, no, I get that, Enzi. I get that. Yeah, no. I get that. You don't want to bring stuff and you accidentally fall over or whatever. I get that 100%, Enzi. Believe me, I get that. He's the GOAT of being ass. Okay, then yes, Darkness. Michael Pezzetta is the GOAT then. He is the GOAT of being the worst player in the NHL, not named Colton Parayko. I just got the cheapest pop out of Darkness. I'm happy about that. But boys, that is going to do it for today's stream. Thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harice. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Favorite term includes, but is not limited to YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Anything else? My name is Harice. Subscribe to join the Puff Club. So true, Colton Parayko's ass. Thank you, Darkness. Subscribe to the Puff Club. Join the clubs. Subscribe to the New Shame from the Mod Squad. Thanks for your comments on Shame's and videos is much greatly appreciated. Again, thank you guys for watching. My name is Harice. Links to subscription on the Amazon Wishlist, PO Box, the PayPal, the Discord, the Twitch, the Letterboxd, Speeder account are all down there as well. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Harris. That is going to do it again. And I'm out. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Love you guys. See you guys. Bye, guys. Bye. Let's go, baby. Thank you for such a good stream. I love you guys so much.